Linus Williams, you might know the name, flamboyant Nigerian entrepreneur, crypto whiz kid. He boasted about his lavish lifestyle online. Think private jets, gold-plated everything, and enough sports cars for a small nation. He was living proof that Bitcoin could make you very, very rich, very quickly. Williams amassed a huge online following. Millions hung on his every word. He preached a gospel of get-rich-quick schemes. He promised to make his followers wealthy beyond their wildest dreams. And people believed him. They poured their savings into his crypto ventures. But behind the bling and bravado, there were whispers, doubts about the source of his wealth, questions about his business practices. Were Williams's riches built on a foundation of sand? Or worse, something far more sinister? His speeches were filled with promises of untold wealth, and his charisma was undeniable. Followers eagerly awaited his next post, hoping for the next big tip. The crypto market is volatile, but Williams seemed to have the Midas touch. Success stories were shared and celebrations were frequent. Yet, in the shadows, rumors of deceit and manipulation grew louder. Investigative journalists began to dig deeper into his empire. Headlines hinted at scandal and fraud, shaking the faith of his followers. The crypto king of Lagos was now under intense scrutiny. Legal battles loomed on the horizon, threatening to unravel his empire. Would his kingdom of wealth and influence crumble, or would he rise above the allegations? As Williams's star rose, so did the scrutiny. His rapid ascent in the cryptocurrency world didn't go unnoticed. Financial watchdogs started sniffing around, their interest piqued by the meteoric rise of his ventures. They saw irregularities in his companies. Suspicious transactions raised eyebrows and questions. Were those actually returns on investments, or something else entirely? Complaints began to surface from all corners. Investors claimed they weren't getting their promised returns. The promised wealth seemed elusive. Some accused Williams of running a Ponzi scheme, a fraudulent investment operation. They alleged he was paying off old investors with money from new ones, a classic Ponzi tactic. A classic house of cards just waiting for a gust of wind. The authorities took notice, sensing instability. Nigerian law enforcement launched an investigation into Williams's business dealings, digging deeper into his empire. They wanted to know if the crypto king was really just a common crook, hiding behind a digital facade. The hammer finally dropped in the spring of 2024. Nigerian authorities raided Williams' Lagos mansion. They seized computers, documents, and enough luxury goods to fill a museum. Williams, once untouchable, was arrested and charged with a litany of financial crimes. The charges were serious: fraud, money laundering, violation of financial regulations. If convicted, Williams was facing decades behind bars. His empire, built on Bitcoin and braggadocio, was crumbling. Section 4. Freedom. For now, after months of intense legal wrangling and numerous court appearances, a judge finally granted Williams bail. It was a small victory in a long and arduous battle. He walked free, but the shadow of the charges still loomed large over him. His passport was confiscated, a stark reminder of his ongoing legal troubles. He was barred from leaving the country, effectively trapping him within its borders. The freedom he gained was limited and conditional. The once high-flying crypto king, who had once soared to great heights in the digital currency world, was now grounded and dejected. The news of his release sent shockwaves through the crypto community. Some celebrated, seeing it as a win for their cause and a step towards justice. They saw Williams as a victim of a witch hunt, a scapegoat for the establishment's fear of the growing power of digital currencies. They claimed he was being unfairly targeted for challenging the traditional financial system and pushing for a new era of financial freedom. Others, however, felt vindicated. They believed justice was finally being served, and that the legal system was beginning to recognize the legitimacy and potential of cryptocurrencies. Section 5. A divided public. The case against Linus Williams has become a Rorschach test. Supporters still see him as a visionary, a symbol of hope in a country plagued by poverty and corruption. They believe the charges are fabricated, a way to silence a powerful voice. Critics see him as a con man who preyed on the vulnerable. They argue he used his charisma and promises of easy money to build a fortune on the backs of others. They want to see him held accountable. Section 6. What's next? The legal battle is far from over. Williams maintains his innocence. He vows to clear his name and rebuild his empire. But the road ahead will be long and arduous. The evidence against him is substantial. The public is divided. Will Linus Williams rise from the ashes, or will his fall from grace serve as a cautionary tale? Only time will tell.